Well, a lot of my videos seem to start like this, but we're going to start it like this anyway. If you drive an Astro or a Safari, this one's a Safari, you're going to at some point end up with a driver's door handle or any other door handle like this. And as you can see, that little rod there has broken. So the door handle flops around, doesn't sit properly, and just looks like a pile of dirt. Now, usually to change one of these, because this is the day van variant, we'd be taking out all of this interior door panel, and there's a lot of wooden screws. And then we'd be dropping out this latch here, because we need to be able to get to the back of the latch, which is where the door handle rods are hiding, just there. And you can't get to it really without removing the latch. A lot of people will tell you that you can do it by bodging a great big hole here so that you can get into the back of it. We're going to do it neatly. So these trucks are getting a little bit rare now, or older, so they're nice to look after them. So we're going to do it by cutting a 1.25 inch hole there, missing the strengthening plate behind the latch, that we can then, after we've used it to get in and do the job really quickly and easily without removing any of the interior trim, we can put a grommet in it, the same as the one there that's for access for the bottom nut on the handle. So once we've drilled a hole and we've cleaned it all up, it'll look neat, it'll look factory, and it'll mean that we can change the door handle really quickly. So let's get on it. And here's some of the tools that we're going to be using. Got some painter's tape to protect the paintwork, TCT hole saw, that's a 32mm one, which is about 1.25 inches. TCT are far better, it's about twice the price of a bimetal one and will work far better and leave a neater hole. Pair of long nose pliers, centre punch, big screwdriver, 10mm ratchet spanner and a battery drill. So let's mark it up and get it done. So I'll put the painter's tape on the paintwork to protect it while we drill. I've actually marked the hole there with the hole punch so that we can see where we go. Just to confuse myself, I've done 2 marks, but it's the top one that we're going for. We want to be about 1.25 inches away from that screw there, that away. So 1.25 inches that way and then up until we're just kind of level with slightly below the top of the door handle, which is where the bolt is. So we'll get that drilled and we'll get in there and be able to get the nut off. So what I'm showing you here is the new door handle that was a Dorman product bought from Rock Auto. It was a wholesaler closeout because I'm a cheapskate, and it cost, I believe, about £9 before the shipping. Wholesaler closeout ones usually come in damaged packaging, which this one had a big split up the side. But if you look at it, it's all absolutely brand new. Still got the protective cover on the handle face itself. It should just drop in. Being Dorman quality are quite good. They tend to be quite high on quality control. Now I've actually changed it or swapped it out. I've actually took the old one out here, and what I'm showing you here is the tools that I used to do it, which is a quarter drive extension to get onto the bottom nut with a quarter long reach 10mm. That little clip there is difficult to get off while the handle is still in the door. If you fiddle it out through the door hole, through the aperture, once you've got the nuts off, then you can get it off and on outside the door itself. I'm just showing you here the access panels. The top one we cut, and the bottom one is the standard OEM one, and there is the door without the handle on it. So that's that. Now I'm going to show you exactly how much movement I had on this ratchet spanner. It was about 2 clicks. There wasn't a great deal of movement at all. Also, the ratchet spanner didn't want to ratchet, so I found that if I held the back of the ratchet in place with the little screwdriver, that meant that the ratchet worked and I could ratchet it. Now, to do the one on the bottom, I used, like I said before, a 10mm extended socket on a quarter bar, and I'm showing you here. I didn't need to do this, but I'm showing you how it fits in, and I wish I hadn't, because when I pulled it out, and there goes my 10mm. Never going to see that again, not until I take the door card off, which, you know, I've never took it off yet, don't mean to, so there you go. But anyway, there it is with the grommet installed. Everything's all nice and neat looking. Bottom grommet's back in as well. The only thing I was a little bit disappointed with was that I did scratch the door a little bit, that you can see there in the middle of the handle, behind it. I should really have stuck some tape on to protect the door, but we'll take the protective cover off the handle face, and there it is. It looks good as new. It won't open because I've accidentally locked the door, so we'll just unlock it and come back to that. There we go, all unlocked, and it works. Nice and simple. All in all, about 30 minutes on the job. Don't forget to click the subscribe at the end of the video and get more content like this. And if you could as well, or if you want to, if you click the little notification bell, and it'll tell you every time I post a new video, which isn't very often. So I'm not going to spam you. So that's about it. All done, all sorted. Hopefully that's helped you out. If it has, hit a like, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you next time.